I was literally shell-shocked and had my jaw dropped on the floor. I mean, I knew this technique would work, but I didn't know it would work this fast and this easily. It was at that moment when a completely random thought popped up into my head. I suddenly realized that there must be millions of people around the world who are currently suffering from the same heart-wrenching and agonizing breakup pain that I suffered from. Just imagining all this made my heart plummet with grief. And it was at that moment where I decided to make one of my core missions to help as many people as possible with my newly discovered information. Over the next few weeks, I shared this exact formula with one of my friends in a similar situation, and he had his ex calling him like crazy and begging him to get back together. I also shared this exact same technique with my cousin and helped her to go from a point where her husband of 3 years had literally abandoned her to the point where he was begging her for forgiveness and wanted her to give him another chance. In the coming months, my friends started referring their friends to me for relationship help. As funny as it sounds, I was being referred to as a relationship expert at this point. But one thing was a fact. I had the exact step-by-step recipe anyone could use to get their ex back. Now, I want to share that exact step-by-step recipe with you right here in this presentation. But before that, I want to give you some bad news. If you're anything like me, then you've already gone to the edge of insanity and back, torturing yourself after your breakup. You've probably blundered your way through all of it, making the most terrible mistakes, which you probably regret now. Tell me if any of this sounds familiar. You usually wake up feeling an almost unexplainable intensity of pain. The kind of pain where you feel like you're dragging your lifeless body around all day long and suffer from this lingering mood that feels almost impossible to cure. You constantly think about your ex and feel an overwhelming sense of pain and anxiety, along with an extreme sense of helplessness because they are completely avoiding you and you just can't seem to find a way to change that. You probably feel constant guilt over what you did or said and desperately